All right. Hello, hello, hello. We are getting started in just few minutes, and we're going to explore this very spontaneous live stream, the score by Sonuscore by Best Service. And if you're watching this at later time, not during the live stream, I'm probably going to do a more conventional kind of walkthrough or a demo of this. But anyway, I always love jumping on spontaneous live streams. So what exactly is this? What is the score? And as more people join the live stream, as I hope they will, I'm going to probably repeat some stuff, and then we're going to also explore the sounds. So just to get started on this, there's a link on the top of the chat, and I'm going to put that also in the description of this video, and also in of course in the comments and stuff. So you're most welcome to check it out. And if you have any questions about this library, just let me know. So what exactly is this? And first of all, if you're not familiar with Best Service, this is sort of a marketplace and also a company that makes virtual instruments mostly. We're talking about contact libraries, but not only that. So you can see here, this is not a cheap library at all. So we need to break it down and see, you know, what's inside and how it sounds. And I'm not going to repeat or read all information in this page. And there's some videos and trailers and, you know, a lot of information here. But definitely, if you have any questions or anything, I work with these guys. So I can answer questions, or if I need to, I can forward your questions to them. So with that, let's have a quick listen to some of the presets and see what is exactly what is this. What are we looking at? So first, let me get this ready here so I can see the chat. And don't be shy. Let me know you're in the live stream. Say hello, and we'll get started. So this is the score, and it is a 10-piece orchestral tool or library that lets you build things like this. Right, and I'm gonna put my headphones so we don't get any feedback or anything, and appreciate if you guys can let me know how the sound is and if we're good to go. I don't want to waste time just to find out that later the sound is crap. So let's see what's up with this library. First of all, this is a contact library. It can run on the free contact player, so you don't have to purchase, you don't have to use the full contact. It can run on the free player. Of course, it can also run in complete control. And if you have questions about that, let me know, and I'll get you sorted out with the information. So I'm going to show you what's inside when you go into this browser right here. So we have genres. So we have actions and adventure, trailer, thriller, documentary, drama, fantasy, and so on. Then we have the styles, and then finally we have stories. And these stories are also kind of go by the signature 4x4, 3x4, and so on. So let's before I go into more details, let's try another one. So I'm gonna load Acoustic Dreams, double clicking that, and we can go into the shape view, right? So again, the user interface, we have on the top left, we have find, then we have shape, and then we have play, which is a more detailed view of the sequences, which we're going to explore a little bit later. So I'm going to go back to shape and we'll see. So we have 5 instruments right here, and then if I'll click this right arrow, it will show me the next set. Right, so we have this browser here. So now for each one, you'll see a lot of controls. Some of them are very common, very simple, like solo, mute, effects, which we're going to explore, volume, and even you can see the dynamic range when I'm using my mod wheel right here. So this is pretty cool. And let's have a listen. Nice. And then what I can do, by the way, I can use my complete control or my control MK3 keyboard. And if you want to learn about this keyboard, check my channel. I have a video covering everything in this amazing MIDI controller. So I'm gonna click this browse here, and I can browse through the banks and types and whatnot, but I'm gonna do this here on the find also. So we can go with adventure, for example, and let's get this blockbuster orchestra, and it gives us also a hint of the BPM, the recommended BPM, which works best with this. So let's have a quick listen. Now, what we also have is different sections of a song. So what you can see is, I don't think you see that on this video, and I should have a camera just showing you the keyboard, but I have some key switches. So we're going to show this right here. You can see the key switches in red. And it starts with an intro, then we have 2 main sections, an outro, and an ending note. So I can just play something like this. And end it like so. So pretty nice stuff, right? And so let's find another story. So we have Chasing Horizons. Recommended BPM is 100. You know what? Let me go and change my BPM and my Cubase to 100 and see how it goes. Now let's go one level deeper here in this orchestrator, And you can see that we have the volume for each one. And as you can see, I have the upper and lower limits, which responds to the mod wheel. So this is how it goes. It goes between those two thresholds or limits. And that will basically determine the dynamic range of that particular instrument. So we have the low brass sustain or whatever it is here. And I can flick through the pages and go to the next page. We have more instruments like electric guitar. You can see the range here is very limited, and I can just do things like that. I mean, and I can solo this electric guitar. Right, so that is soloing, and let's have everything together. So now let me show you something something interesting. So you can hear the sequences. You can definitely hear that there is some arpeggios and some sequences running and playing for us. All I'm doing is just playing one chord, right? I can play notes, but by the way, and I want to show you this, if you go into the browser here, let me show you the browser. There's some more stuff that you need to know about this library. And if we go to best service, this score, you'll see all these presets, all these options here, but we have different banks. So you can see that we have singles, we have ensemble, and we have lead. And I'm already giving you a hint here. There's a very interesting feature here which lets us connect between the ensemble and the lead, and we can transfer the chord progressions and create melodies between the ensemble and the lead, which is awesome. And I'm going to show you that. But let's go back. So I'm going to go back here and show you what's behind all these sequences. And this is under the play. So I'm going to go into the play, and here you can see that we have the different instruments. So we have these four: piano, low string sustained, high string staccato, electric bass muted, and so on. And we can see also that we have the number of bars, right? So we have 1 and 2, and 3 and 4 are grayed out. And whenever I select 1 or 2, you'll see the selected one right here. But that's not all of it, right? So we have 1 to 5 on the top and 6 and through 10 on the bottom here. And so here I have this piano, for example. Let's have this solo. Right, and again, absolutely amazing idea behind this, where we can sequence each of those 10 separately, and I can create the dynamic range like so. But you can see in gray something interesting. So when I'm just using this with the mod wheel, you will see how the dynamics of the piano and the sequencing. Very nice. So I can create different feelings and stuff, and I have the rate right here, so I can change this to 132. right? Things like that. And then I have the note selection, and I can have different note selection: middle 2, top 3. Right, things like that. And so let's go back here. And what I'm not going to do is deep dive into this, but I am gonna show you some more stuff. So first of all, on the top here we have the accents, and you can also grab those from different presets, and I can remove those. And I have this drop down here where I can have different feelings of those accents. Right, and let's have the rate 1/16. And there's also note selection right here. But we are in solo, so let's go back now to our main thing, and you can see here all kinds of things you can do and shape this any way you like, and it is amazing and very creative. And you can see how the mod wheel reacts, and there are a few things that you can do, like reverse stuff, right? I can reverse the effect of the mod wheel right here. So I really love that idea. So now let's go back to shape and have a listen. So we are on solo. I'm unsoloing this. Right, and you can definitely hear the piano more pronounced. But I think we'll take this opportunity to change the preset and get a different story, so we'll have more appreciation of what is included in this library. So I'm gonna go with let's go with fantasy, and I'm gonna go with this one, ethereal enigma. So it's loading, and we'll go back to shape and see what kind of instruments we have. So what do we have? We have high string sustain. Sorry. We have angel core. What is that? Let's solo that. Very, very nice. So let's unsolo this and have a listen. Right, and we have, again, on the keyboard, we have the key switches. I can switch this, and of course I can program this with my MIDI. I mean, in the Cubase, in my case. Now, one of the things that I can do here, by the way, is just replace at least some of those instruments. So, for example, we have sustained atom winds. Let's have a listen to that one. Right, and I can change the octaves, panning, the reverb, and what I can also do is double click this icon here, double click that, and change it to something completely different. So I can go into world, and we'll take, for example, let's see, plucked instruments. We can have, let's see, bouzouki, mandolin, sitar. Let's have this one. Maybe we have a Banshuri? I don't know. I don't see a Banshuri flute, but I'll go with the sitar. Sitar. Well, it doesn't play. Who knows? Yeah, maybe we found a bug. I don't know. Panduri. Well, interesting stuff. So I'm gonna try another something here. That's actually very interesting. So let's go with that. Right, and what I can do again is go into the play and see what exactly is that Gush Lodin. And you can see this right here. I'm gonna solo this, and let's go and shape, and I'm gonna solo play. Right, and I can draw whatever I like here. Right, very, very cool. And let's go back to our shape view, unsolo this and see some more stuff. I'm gonna pick another preset again, so we have more examples, more demos of the sounds that you can get here, and I'm gonna show you the effects. So let's see something like drama. I don't know, let's see, maybe something else. Mystery. So I'm gonna go with Criminal Intentions, 125 BPM recommended. So I'm gonna go with that, 125. And again, if you're watching this right now on the live stream, let me know in the chat. Otherwise, you can watch this at any time. I'm definitely going to do a dedicated video on this at a later point. Maybe in time, maybe later this week. So let's see, what do we have? Right, and I can go back. Let's close this one. I can go back to the shape view and see what's included here. And for example, we can solo the percussions. Let's have a listen. Double click. Let's try something else. We have orchestral percussion, and we can replace this with timpani. Right, and again I can go into the play and see how it is laid out here. Cool. So let's go back to the shape and unsolo this, have a listen, and then go into the effects. Right, so I want to show you the effects. I'm going into effects, and you can see that each of those 10 instruments will have its own insert effects, where we have, right now we only have delay for this one, and I can click this empty one and select something like a filter, dynamics, distortion, reverb, modulation, or delay. So I can have 2 delays, for example, if I like, but I can change that to something else, and you can see here the selection, like we can go with distortion, but we also have the global effects right here. So we have compressor, reverb, and an LFO, which can be assigned to different things. So definitely lots of fun here, and I'm not going into that. That's pretty standard stuff. I'm sure you get it. So right, so let me try and find another preset that we can work with. So I'm gonna go and see what's up with adventure, echoes of a battle in 120 BPM. I'm gonna change my BPM here. So what I want to show you now is something very interesting, because what we can do, and that was a question I got in my last live stream about this, and I didn't really know the answer, but I know the answer now. So if we'll go into play, there's this little thing here. This is going to help us grab the MIDI and drag it into our session. But I'm going into the Chord studio, and here you can set the chords. There's a chord engine which you can use, and you can right now it's C major. I mean I can go C minor, right? All right, so what I can do here is go and grab that from here. So I'm gonna grab it and drop it here. So now we have this sequence right here. And I wish it worked. Yeah, as usual in any of my live streams, there's always something that is going on, and I have no idea what's wrong. Obviously, I'll find it soon enough. So let's try again. I'm going to remove this. Yeah, let's try again. I'm gonna load this again. And we'll go and grab in the Chord Studio. I should be able to grab this and drop it right here. Right, so it's right here, and of course I can go inside and change those chords, do whatever I want. Of course I can do some inversions here and things like that, and then grab it. But what's interesting about all of this is the fact that we also have this little send here. So the question is, where do we send stuff? So we need to send it to a melody instrument. So I'm going to show you that as well. And so here I have another instance of the score. And before we continue this, couple of things. First of all, appreciate if you can comment in or in the chat, say hello, so I'll know that I'm not totally alone talking to myself. That would be absolutely amazing stuff. And also, if you're not familiar with my channel, check the channel, see the videos, like them, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. I work with a lot of companies. I also have my very own plugins shop, myaudio.studio, so you're most welcome to check it out. I'm gonna put this in the chat, myaudio.studio. Roca, thanks for joining, and absolutely thanks for commenting, because I was feeling a bit alone. So I'm gonna try and remove this. Let me put the correct link to my new shop, https myaudio.com. Super welcome to check it out. So yeah, let me show you what's up with the this one. So we have the score lead. What is that? So if we'll go into our snapshot browser here, you'll see that we have couples, we have empty preset, and singles. So the singles are just individual. I don't know if it's heavy or why it's lagging. It's probably lagging. It's the internet. It's not the library. The library itself is pretty heavy, but I don't think it's a problem in my system. I have a very good computer. Shouldn't be a problem. It's probably just the internet. Anyway, there's always some lag between the chat and the video, so that's YouTube stuff. Anyway, so this is, if we'll go here into sound and into the browser, so this is a little bit different, and I want to show you something. So if we'll go into the browser here, I'm gonna go and remove that one, and we'll go into best service, this score. We have banks, and I have the score lead here. This is what I've selected. So this will help us create lead sounds. So you can see that I have a combination of string and brass. So it's a good question if I can import MIDI. Let me show you something. First of all, if we'll go into this chord right here, you can change it, and you can export it. You can do a lot of stuff. But here in the melody, here we'll go into the melody, and here I'm gonna go inside into the edit, and you can edit the melody. Let's have a listen. So the question is, what exactly is going on here? What is that? So I'm gonna go and close this, and you'll see that I can generate melodies. I'm just clicking this generate, and it generates the melodies according to the chord progression. And if you match the chord progression between the ensemble copy and the lead copy, then you can have like a score. I've tried it a few times. Sometimes it's working fine, sometimes a little bit less, but it gives you some bases to work with. So let me show you something. Yeah, again, Roka, I don't have any lag at all. Any lag at all. There's no lag in my system at all. It works perfectly. It's just this live stream, which is the issue here. So there shouldn't be a lag at all. And so what we can do is connect the two. So here I have the ensemble, right? And here I have the lead. And what I can do is, if I'm playing with this and changing just changing the chord progressions and everything, what I can do is, let's go and change something here. I'm just gonna change this from C minor to C major, okay? And I'm gonna send it over. I'm just gonna send it over to the second copy here. And I'm gonna go receive. And you see it changed from C minor to C major. And what I can do is just grab that. Let's grab it from here. Grab it and drop it here. And now I have the melody, and I can play both of them together. So it's not perfect, to say the least. There's some work to be done here. There's things that we need to do to make this sound good. But definitely you can do either just go inside here, create your own melody, or you can do it right here in the edit mode. I'm just going to click this edit and do that. Or obviously I can just try and generate something. Now here we have the algorithm. So I can go slow, for example, generate. It will be a slower type of a melody. And we could try this. I'll just play. Now you can hear, just a hint, you hear the piano just give you the mark for each of the chords. So as we go through C, G minor and so on, then you will hear that piano. So don't mind that. It will not translate into the exported MIDI. Right, and we can go back to sound, and as you can see, we have the browser, and I can go couples or single. So let's go with single, and I'm gonna go with let's go with I don't know, let's do something like maybe strings, high strings, staccato. Gonna load that one. It's loaded. Gonna go back into melody, generate something. Let's have a listen. Right, and I can again grab that one and place it right here. Well, whoops. I don't know if it matches good or not, but it doesn't matter. I mean, that's the idea. I'm not gonna compose with this right now, and also it might not really match perfectly. So what I can do is again go into the ensemble and going to find and maybe try and find something emotional. Let's go with this little star. I'm gonna load that one, match the BPM 106, and let's remove this one and let's have a listen. Right, so again I can go into play. We see all this, go into the Chord Studio, and again I can send, receive something here, remove this one, grab it, just drop it here, go into our ensemble, and again grab this from here, drop it here, and yeah, it doesn't really match. I don't know why it does. You can see it doesn't match. Who knows? But let's have a listen. Actually not that bad. So let's have a listen to the lead. If we don't like this one, no problem at all. I can go again to the lead, regenerate this, slow, fine, another one, another one, another one. Let's try this one. Play. I'm gonna grab it. So I'm gonna grab that one. And come on. There you go. Now this is high string staccato. I can definitely try something else. Let's go with spiccato. I'm gonna change that. Now what I can also do, you can see that this is a single one, and that the second one is none. I can change that, and let's go with MISC. Let's see what we have. Orchestral. I don't know where they hide the vocals or things like that, but let's go with wind. Quadi legato. That's like, I think that's a Chinese flute. So I'm going to grab that. It tells me that the current selected instruments are very different in their playing behaviors. Do you want to use the delay compensation to smooth this out? You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Probably a good advice anyway. And let's play. So they are very different, and of course we can go orchestral, we can go with low brass or maybe mallets or harp, orchestral harp. And now let's have a listen. Very cool. So I think that's the time of the live stream that I'm gonna grab my Warzone tequila and just raise a toast to all my friends out there fighting in Israel. So while I have jets over my house. And so cheers, take care guys. That was strong. Anyway, that is the score. What else do we have here? Well, there's a lot of things, of course, in terms of how you create those chord progressions and how you generate those melodies and everything. But all in all, if you're looking for some easy to use scoring machine, that's pretty awesome stuff, and it is very, very cool. So I have the link. I have the link in the chat here, so check it out. And so if you have any requests or anything, if you guys want to see anything at all, let me know. I have a lot of things to show you. One of those things is actually a very new, very new contact library, which is it's called a Canon, and it is by AAA Audio, and well, it's very, very interesting. I want to try and show you that it was just out this week. AAA Studios. So this Canon is an Middle Eastern kind of instrument. Very, very cool stuff. And this is a new company. And if you know the guy Serge Tankian from System of a Down, well, this is his company together with my friend Olajid Paris. So let me try and find it. Now this one is actually, you need the full contact for this, not the contact player. So I'm gonna try and figure out where did I actually put that Canon. So I'm gonna try and find it. AAA. I think I have too many libraries. Where is that Canon? AAA Dark. No, not Dark Horizon. Let's see if it's here. Audio libraries. There you go. Yeah, so it's loading. Yeah, it is quite a complex plugin, but I think if you spend a little bit of time with this, we're talking about the score, you'll see that it's not that complex. So while this Canon is loading, let me see. Hopefully it is loading. There you go. So this is the Canon. It is a very authentic Middle Eastern instrument. Right, and we have reverb. And we have different articulations, we have sustains and shorts and cluster, and I have a demo of that which I uploaded to my channel, so check it out. And what I love to do with these type of instruments is go and get me my UGEM UFX reverb, which is also very new. And this will give us a little bit of fun. And let's try on guitar, shiny. Cool. What else, guys? Do you want to see something else? Let me know. I'll be happy to show you. I have endless list of contact libraries, or I can show you some synthesizers, whatever you are interested in. So otherwise, we can end this live stream and we'll do another one very soon. So there's a lot of things here from Native Instruments. Oh, yeah. Ethera Gold Atlantis 3. You definitely want to see this one. And I'm totally sorry. I have some jets flying over my house as we are here in Israel. We are at war. And situation is very, very sticky. So hopefully this will end very soon. So let's load Ethera Gold Atlantis 3 and have a listen to the wonderful sounds of these ladies. Just love it. And we have tons of other sounds like let's see, we have polyphonic chants, we have elven sustains, elven through legato, true legato, we have reverse vocal phrases. Let's try those vocal phrases, and this is really cool stuff. And again, if you have any questions, let me know in the chat. Really be happy to answer anything. Let it load. And there are many options here, many chants in different keys. Like let's try the second one. It goes very low. Right, things like that. So we can try something else. Let's go with this one. Recommended BPM 135. Let's see what that goes. Amazing stuff. Let's try some more. Let's try some more. What do you guys say? Let's see what else. What else we have in this very, very interesting library. This is Atlantis, Ethera Gold Atlantis, and I need to cover that one also in my channel because I didn't have time to do so, and I will do it. But let's see what else we have. We can go. Let me try and see. Okay, so we have Elven Poly Chance. I'm gonna try that one. Elven Poly Chance. The recommended BPM is 80. I'm gonna go with 100 actually. Nice. And we have some info on each of those presets. We can see that this one, Atlantis 3, well, that one is singer Elena Borroni. And there's the credits here. So interesting stuff. What else? What else, guys? What else? Let's see what else we have. So this is the Ethera Gold Atlantis. You guys want to see anything else, you just let me know. I hope you're enjoying this one. If you're feeling generous and you want to contribute, if you want to support the channel, there's an option just below the chat to click that and contribute anything. Or as you can see in my my website, my new shop is open for business. So myaudio.studio, I'm working with all these companies. I'm a reseller, for example, UJam, right, and many others. This is a partial list of the companies I'm working with, and I didn't really have time yet to add all these plugins to my shop because it takes me forever, but I'm adding new plugins every day. So if we'll go into catalog, you can see all the plugins, and you can filter by brand. For example, we can go and see what's up with the FabFilter, for example, and you'll get all the plugins from FabFilter. And that's it. So when you're buying from my shop, you're basically supporting the channel. And if you have any questions or anything, you can definitely contact me through the website. I'll get back to you. If you need some information, let me know. And by the way, there's my sample packs are for free right now, and there's a gift card, which if you want to make somebody else happy, you can buy them a gift card, $10, $25, $50, $100, and gift this to somebody, and then they can purchase in my shop like a nice gift. And if you're not sure about something, if you need something special, if you want some custom-made bundle, let me know and we'll get you sorted out. I can do a lot of very flexible stuff. So yeah, let's finish up this this live stream now, and I'll see you guys very soon. I was really enjoying this, and I think this library, the score, is super interesting. And if you're looking for something to create trailer or maybe cinematic progressions and orchestral sounds, this is really fun stuff. So to finish up, let's find us another just another story, they call it, and that will be the end of this one. Sci-Fi. Let's see. Let's go with this one just randomly. Interesting. And that's it, I think. So if you have still any questions or requests, anything you want to see in the next live stream or you want me to cover in my channel, just let me know. Just put a comment below this video or get in touch with me. Let me show you something. So here in my channel, there's the community tab where I'm just posting some some updates and things. Here in the videos, you can see all the videos of many plugins and many libraries that I cover. And so if you're not familiar with my channel, take a moment to just scroll through the videos. I really hope they're making sense for you, they're helpful for you. And if you have any question about anything, I'm doing my best to answer pretty much all the questions. So if you see anything here and you have a question, just go ahead, leave a comment. I'll be happy to help you out. Right, that's it. So we are done. One last toast. And I'll see you soon. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. Peace.